Hey, artists of Oli, time to talk about Loomis heads again. This is Loomis heads part 3. We've already learned how to draw a face looking at you straight on and how to draw a profile, whether that person's looking up or down. But now I want to get into the angled views, three-quarter views. Or what about three-quarter view and looking up or down? That's where we're going today. So let's start by making a standard Loomis diagram like this. Again, it's the circle divided. 1, 2, 3 parts, 1, 2, 3 parts. Empezamos usando un círculo, el diagrama estándar así, con 1, 2, 3 partes, 1, 2, 3 partes y un tercer aquí. The next thing we're going to do is draw an oval. Vamos a dibujar un oval, an ellipse that touches here, que toca aquí, y que cabe, that fits right in there. And then we're going to erase this side of it. Vas a borrar este lado. Next, we'll make a line. This is the face. This is the center line of the face right here now. And you notice that it's wider on this side than that. And it's because we see more of this side of the face than we do of that side of the face. Este es el centro de la cara. Está más grande aquí porque vemos más de este lado que este lado. So we bring it down. La dibujas así. Marcas para nariz. You put your nose mark. Marcas para mentón, your chin mark. Boca needs to be here. There should have been a mouth mark too, but that's okay. Then we extend down this line from the side. It's like a tangent. It touches the circle there and comes down. Es como un tangento in matemáticas. How far down? ¿A cuánta distancia? Termina aquí, chin line. On the other side, same thing. You notice the angle's quite different. El ángulo es diferente, ¿no? Y llega a un lugar muy diferente. It shows up in a really different place too, and that's because there are two sides to the jaw. We're seeing it from this side. We're seeing this side bigger. Es más grande porque es más cerca. And this also stops at the jawline, the chin line. Join these up, así, úntenlos. Erase a little of the stuff you don't need in there, borra un poco. And then right here, aquí, where the hairline and the nose line meet, donde la línea de pelo, la línea de la nariz tocan aquí, draw another ellipse. Put that X in it. This here is the ear jawline. Este es la línea de oreja y mandíbula. And then we'll go ahead and draw a jaw. Vamos un poco más abajo y así, para hacer el mandíbulo, la mandíbula. Now, in a three-quarter view, you see a substantial indentation right here. En la vista de tres cuartos, así vemos una indentación bastante grande aquí. Also, where do the eyes go? ¿Dónde se deben estar las pupilas y los globos de ojo? Well, they belong here. Measure from nose to brow line, 1, 2, 3 partes. De ceja a nariz, 1, 2, 3, y la primera parte, that's the eye line. Así está. Go ahead and darken that. This is what's called a plane. Es un plano, un superficie plano. It's a flat surface. The face has a lot of almost flat surfaces, the head. La cabeza tiene muchas superficies que son más o menos planos. Vas a ver. I also shaded off on this side here. This looks a little different. The shape's a little funny. La forma es un poco raro aquí, pero this area right here, you draw a line up to that, a curve. Most people's faces have a plane there too, a flat plane there. Para poner los ojos, to decide where the eyes go, that's where the pupil goes, or that's the center of the eyeball, but the pupil's actually over here. La pupila está aquí. Es el centro, la pupila está aquí. The pupil will be over here because he's looking that way. So anyway, there is one head. Turn on the engine, charge the battery here. So that's a simple one. We went that far with this one. And now we're going to make one looking up and away a little bit. How do we do that? Or sorry, up and three quarters and up a little bit. ¿Cómo se debe hacer si está mirando por arriba, para arriba? We're going to go ahead and create the standard diagram. Hacemos el diagrama estándar, but we're just going to turn it. Sorry, this one's upside down, isn't it? Right. We're just going to rotate it, point it upwards. We make our ellipse. Vamos a hacer el oval. Just like we did before, touching here and here. Ponemos la línea de la cara. We make our face line that comes right down like that. Whoops, sorry. Now you can see here, the nose line and the chin line look like they're in a different place. La nariz y mentón parecen diferente because they're in a different orientation, porque están vistas de un ángulo diferente. We'll make our sidey lips by measuring from hair to nose, de pelo a nariz. We'll draw this. This curve here will come out about to match this one if you do it right. Si seleccionas aquí, la curva sale bastante bien. Find your ear jawline, la línea de mandíbula y oreja. You notice now the chin line's way out here in space too. La línea del mentón está aquí, en espacio. It's like we cut off a piece, como si hubiéramos cortado un trozo así. Because the side of the head is pretty flat. La cabeza está bastante plana. Okay, we find our chin line with uno, dos, tres, that much plus a little more. We'll bring the jawline down, mandíbula, línea de mandíbula. This one we find on this side. We make the indentation for the eyebrow ridge. Hacemos la indentación de ceja. We'll show where our pupils are going to be, donde van a estar las pupilas. Indicamos dónde va a estar la nariz y la boca. ¿Qué tamaño? Well, la boca, the mouth is just as wide as the difference between the pupils. And you notice that's shorter on this side than on this side. Es más distancia aquí que aquí, porque vemos más de este lado de la cara. We see this side of the face more. So we're going to see more of the mouth and a wider space around the eye and more forehead on this side. And then I went and just threw a couple of eyeballs into that and an ear and some cejas. Where do your eyebrows go? They go right there, right on the eyebrow ridge. Imagine that. Look at your own in the mirror. See how they sit on that bony ridge up above your eye. Mírate en el espejo. A ver dónde están las cejas. Están sobre el hueso aquí, brow ridge. So I'd like to see the two drawings from class. A mí me gustaría ver los dos dibujos de la clase y dos más. And I want you to do two more. I want you to do one looking up this way and one looking down this way. Same thing, where the models turn 3/4 away from us, donde la persona está en una vista de 3/4. That gets labeled Loomis number 3, and take a picture and turn it in. Escribe Loomis número 3, saca una foto y átalo cuando lo haces en turn-in en classroom. Hasta luego, artist Tivoli.